Yeah. Let's ride. Let's burn this breeze.
Oh, here you are, Katrina!
Oh, hey. I had some time on my hands, so I decided to bring Io over to check on Melray and Nyan. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be fine. Huh? What makes you ask?
Well, you seemed a bit down after the exhibition match, so we're kinda worried about you.
Thanks, Traveler and Paimon. I'm okay, really. I mean, it's hard to explain. I've just been feeling a bit lost. Despite losing the pilgrimage so many times, what kept me going? So when I finally did, I was over the moon. I mean, things didn't exactly go still. I achieved my dream. But after the happiness wore off, I felt hollow. I didn't know what to aim for next, or what I should work toward. Then the Bloomflower trials came around, and I could fight alongside everyone again. But when the exhibition met, and that got me thinking, am I the only one who's still like a kid? The only one who's left with
So that's what's been bothering you, huh?
Huh? You mean everyone feels like this at some point? Oh, I see.
Huh. If you think about it, this is a good thing. Not knowing what you want means the future's still full. When Paimon can't decide what she wants for dinner, she gets to imagine all kinds of... But if someone told her, you're eating this tonight, kinda spoils the anticipation.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
Hey! Stop underestimating Paimon like that, would ya?
Oh, looks like you guys beat me to it. Is...
Granny Lolly! Hello!
Hello. I didn't have much going on at the moment, so I thought I'd check in on our patient.
Melray's been in a deep sleep this whole time. It's just as Aoife said. We'll need to gather all the sacred flame crystals before we...
I imagine you're right. By the way, you haven't run into any... When we discussed the sacred flame crystals after the exhibition match ended, everyone else looked happy. But you seem to have something on your mind. A baseless rumor, but a fearful-sounding one all the same. Fear stems from the unknown, so the more cryptic the hearsay, the more panic it spreads.
Wait, are the crystals actually dangerous?
Mawika was right. Even if trouble does come our way, she'll handle it. Still, there must be a story behind the Bloomflower trials being stopped. It is said that something happened. Since you're concerned, why don't we look into it? I'm sure we'll still be able to find scrolls from back...
Can I come along? I'd like to help.
I don't see why not. Come, let's head over to my place.
I'm a little out of practice these days. Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Try and stop me! Let's ride! Try and stop me! I had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many?
Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on! Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time. Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange? There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods... far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our—
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milrace?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to two things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed, and later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved this scroll must have been...
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from? Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the tribe...
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief...
And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians. Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Phew. Full throttle!
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Mualani, Kinich, what are you doing here?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. You nearly scared the life out of me. Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition, Matt. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry.
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive cuckoosaur.
Rare and elusive? In that case, we can help with this. That description of the locations. Wait, what does the cuckoosaur look like? Nothing more specific than that? Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kinich will tell you,
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome, thanks everyone!
Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going.
let's ride. Rev the engines!
Anything on your end, Kinich?
Nope.
Me neither. Kukasaurs all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search. Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. All right, I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck!
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Let me think.
Kachina, Sweet Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything.
Any luck with your mysterious Kukasaur? In that case, I'd suggest it would be great if we could get to the bottom of this. But not every we must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great.
Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come.
Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Can each mention you were on the lookout for a Kukasaur? Just so no clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kinda freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, so I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape out.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasaur from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Do you think we should send someone over to...
It's okay, I've got this. What the... Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
Wait, surely that's not...
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines?
there are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man.
He ran off.
Do you think he wants us to follow him? Oh, if only we had a Kukathosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is...
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
These are...
Woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, still, they're just about legible. They seem to document... Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals.
That's great news. Don't worry.
Well, it's not every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy.
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promise to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to... I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother. But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots.
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patched. What we know for sure is that they can be used to
Enhance a warrior's strength.
It's speculative at best. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send... Remarkable that they agree. Tensions are running high right now.
I know, but I had no other choice. With all this ongoing strife, it's fighting side by side for a
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your...
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around.
Himara! How could you stoop so low? Ambushing us on the field like that?
Ambushing? You've no one but yourselves to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that the Flower Feather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a sick Saurian? Take what—
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you—
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such... If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. So many contestants were just pocketing. Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the bloom... Ugh, that nompole. Can't believe I...
The children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's...
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come.
Look, no need for that. I only came back...
Rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed... How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower...
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rule, playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me...
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any... He's your companion, yes. But the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Hear, hear. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that that little guy placed in you, placed in me?
Wait, Nampal! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please! Answer me! Antu, are you okay? I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings, until finally, Antu's time came. I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save it. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from blood.
Medicine born of guilt.
Scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little cuckoo...
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as—
Hey! Where's that little cuckoo gone?
Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in a...
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries. Unfolding like this before my... I gotta think this through. What should I do? Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, that's just how it is with Saurian companions. Yeah.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right?
I think it's probably better if he doesn't. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them.
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, so the best move isn't to get stuck.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause it. But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the...
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there...
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something Also, how come it's so quiet today?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?"
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing. Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall...
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today. But it was an everyday...
Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
There have always been disputes. But once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes...
And that little Kukasaur Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power, and that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once we've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he? He'll see that no one has been corrupted, and that—
Exactly. That's why we came up. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame—
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Then, we'll bring Onto over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Uh-huh, yeah, I get where you're going with this. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across some. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero. For the adults watching, it's just a performance. But the children will walk away. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material reward.
Oh, true. I can totally relate. When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius."
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Onto feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, but we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at arguing here, don't you think? We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few—
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some
And my flame strider.
Oh, you're joining too,
It really resonated with me when Lolly mentioned a clap, and unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And
Well, if Mika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Let's see. We've got our actors and the stage is set. Now we need a director, a dude to run the show.
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook.
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of—
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't—
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as our Archon herself often says. We all have our own part to play.
That's right. All right. Once the second half of the exhibition match is over...
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred— I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret. Are you all confident that we can do—
Yeah!
Then let's get this—
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top. Launching a surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys...
It'll be...
These two aren't even more of a...
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like...
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight. Come on. Time for a war... Coach will take it from here.
Whoa, you actually managed to smash all the rocks!
Woo! That loosened me up. Control breathing. Let's fly.
Thank you for your courage.
Step aside. Let's move.
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Take me up. Don't worry, everyone. We can do it. We've got to fall back for now. Excellent. We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up the mountain.
All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking.
Let's fly. Coach will take it from here. Quick as a flash. Step aside.
Just like that.
Let's burn this breeze.
Time to go.
Find a way to hold them off.
Start the clock! Bullet! For first!
Farewell. Time to say hello.
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of evil! Locked on!
Nice. Another one in the bag.
Something's wrong. There are far...
And move.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
That girl has some moves.
Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counterattack.
Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering...
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
Coach will take it from here.
How is this not
Let's
over
hope you'll
yet?
put up a good
How
fight.
many people do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to Looks like the Scions of the Canopy's base is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
Coach will take it from here.
I knew that wouldn't stop you. Let's have our weapons do the talking.
Here comes another.
On my mark!
Not too far now. Tell me what you see.
Open fire!
This isn't over yet.
Knock them down.
I will. Stand down. The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I...
Wow, that explains why you were so fun.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary...
Anyway,
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh? Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and recover.
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might...
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
Shows that everyone really was giving it anyway. After all that, surely
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play. Aoife, this should be enough, right?
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and that'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the spell of unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go—
Relax. I played it all through in my—
Great. Then
Oh, finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy, you'll be better in no time.
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes.
Hey, Mualani. That...
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me.
Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why,
What did I do again?
That is a good question. Let me think about that.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue.
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just
don't panic. I'm thinking.
Oh, I know. Kachina! You stand accused of that.
Huh?
When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last...
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more—
No. You just don't get it. The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest.
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to...
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we...
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink.
Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you... Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink, trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throat? Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula Kanich! Let's start with Kanich! Who's got it in for Kanich? Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, perfect timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it.
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them.
Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Time out! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Oh, how could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself. If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. Oh, how does it go again? Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger. We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all. What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us so...
Bunch of liars and cowards.
Huh! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having...
I should never have believed you.
Antu!
You're up, bro! This ends now!
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no... We will stand united and face... Fly, my dude, fly! Cast a spell of unity!
Now, Auroran. Got it.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife
be no...
What in the... Look!
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for...
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and...
Psh! Cheese! That stuff's for kids! I'd never go near it.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted...
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liquor. Let's have another get-together sometime.
You're amazing, Grain.
And some glazed meats too in sure. In that case, I'll go find Veressa and we'll make you some nice... juice.
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of...
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible. Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of...
Wait.
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange
How into that have you two... Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
How? I owe you an apology too. I've been too...
It seems the evil power is completely gone. Were you the one who helped?
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystal... Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention...
You were this close.
Here. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, crit Mualani? Actually...
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring! I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs, right? I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Everyone, over here!
Hiya-san!
And we've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves, so we came together. Here.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. Oh, hey, Kakuku. Dude, less chat, more help.
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, sacred flame crystal, forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away. Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting, Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now his final wish was to be reunited with his bro. Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, not only did we save this little Saurian from his... As a physician...
Well said. From my perspective, though, this even without the threat of the abyss. So, in keeping with our
As it happens, I picked all.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides...
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight!
Let's ride! Try and stop me!
Kachina!
Fancy a slice of volcano cake? I baked it myself.
Ooh! In that case, Paimon'd be glad to oblige. Mmm, so good. Paimon's tempted to eat the whole cake.
Go ahead. I made this specially for you guys. Sweet cakes help people forget their worries. And I hope everyone could be happy every day. Yep, I'm feeling much better. But reading through those old scrolls, I realized that the 6 tribes, I've never experienced anything like that. I love Natland the way it... So, I've decided to always do my best to help. I haven't figured out exactly how I'm gonna do that.
You know what? Paimon, that way Paimon will be able to enjoy your...
You really think so? I'll have to get Moalani to teach me how baking delicious desserts every day and making everyone smile. Thanks, guys. I think I might have found a new goal.
By the way, Paimon hasn't seen Aoife. Or that cuckoo...
Before the party, I heard he was planning on...
If he doesn't get back soon, all the better... Guess we've got no choice but to take the cake with us and...
Let's ride! Rev the engines!
Yo, Ancestor Man. I have a Kukasaur. First time I saw this dude, he was out in the wild, being bullied by other Saurians because he barely made it.
Thanks.
Hey, being on the road with me as a vet was never gonna be an easy gig. He ran a high fever, and I searched everywhere for... If he hadn't recovered, I know. Luckily, he managed to pull through, and he even stayed by my side. So yeah, Kakuku.
Hey, don't mention...
Your medicine born of guilt? That way, no one else will. Huh? Yo, bros.
Bringing our bros some cake, of course. Kachina made these herself, you know. They're incredible.
For real? In that case, I gotta...
Oh, wow.
Hey, save some...